Good morning, everyone. Hope you're all well. So for those of you that joined me last night, thank you very much for coming in on the live stream. For anyone that was waiting on Tuesday, sincere apologies. I do hope you saw the video. The name Lily Bee Full of Tricks, the Narcoleptic Witch, isn't a joke. It does come from having the condition. Long story. Anyway, let's just forget that. So yeah, so I've decided I'm gonna do like a part 2, and I'm gonna go into more detail about each of the chakras, what they represent, and how you can kind of identify if each of those chakras is potentially unbalanced by physical symptoms within the body. I had kind of planned to do that last night, but when you're doing a live stream, it's difficult to know how much information to give sometimes, because you don't want to feel that you're boring people. Whereas a video like this, people can just, you can just skip to the bits that you want. Whereas on a live stream, you kind of want to keep the flow going. It's difficult. Yeah, so I wanted to obviously show you the crystals, obviously let you know if anybody is interested. There are some kits available. I'll put those with the price on my page later, because I'm going to share this page obviously onto YouTube and the Lily Bee Full of Tricks Facebook page. But yeah, so let's just get into it. So like I said last night, there's 114 chakras. I don't know them all. I'm no expert, far from it. I know the basics. I went on I've got my lovely birds twittering around me. I know the basics, but I went on a course last year run by the amazing guys at Cairo. Also assisted, well, not assisted, it was like a joint venture between Debs at Cairo, I've forgotten his surname. Anyway, Paul, who is a Reiki master, is the guy that I started doing my Reiki course with, and a wonderful lady, one of the nicest ladies you'd ever wish to meet. She's called Amanda Meadows. She is a yoga teacher. She's fab, is Amanda. And we also, it was a chakra and aura course, and we had our auras read, and we also had them photographed. I can read auras in certain situations. Again, no expert, but there's a number of things that I know the basics of. So then I like to go on courses to verify what I know and also learn more in-depth detail. Practically everything that I know I've learned from Debs anyway, but I do a lot of my own research. Obviously, I don't just sit there and expect Debs to teach me everything, because I like to learn for myself. So let's get stuck in. So, as I say, 114 chakras, and chakras are energy points within the body that relate to, like, they're very similar to when you have acupuncture, and not all of them are actually in the physical body. So, like, you've got the earth chakra, which is actually between your feet, and there is one that's just above the crown chakra, and I forget the name of that one. Oh, I think it's called your higher crown. Simple as that. So what I'll do, I'll show you where the points are, and I'll tell you what each of them represents. This one actually, I've got a... So these are your main 7, if you can see this. So you've got your base, which is right down at the bottom of your spine, sort of like where your butthole is, okay? And that's your base, or your root chakra. And that, the sort of like the wording that I was trying to get out last night for that is I am. That's me. I am. Okay? And then you've got your sacral, which is, if you think of like where your sacral area is in your spine. So that's a bit further up. If you can sort of like see where it is on here, it's sort of in between the hips, okay? And that is I feel. So that's where you get like, you know where you get that gut feeling kind of thing. Then you've got your solar plex, which is just below your ribs, and that's I do. So that gives you that oomph. That also ties into that gut feeling, gives you that drive. And then obviously your green is your heart, which we all know where our heart is. Well, actually no, we don't. Some people think it is on the left. It's not technically on the left, it's more to the centre. Then we have the throat chakra, which is I talk or I speak, because that's your communication one. Then we have the third eye, which is positioned, some say on the brow, or some say just above the brow, and that's I see. That's your connected to your pineal gland. And then obviously you have the crown chakra, which connects you to that's your psychic, opening you up to the spirit world, things like that. And that is I understand. Now on this one, obviously this shows a lot more of the chakra points that go down the center. These ones obviously run down the center of the body, or in alignment with the center of the body. But as you can see here, we also have some on the ears, on the hands, and on the knees. And this one here also shows the earth chakra, and we have another one which is your Gaia Gateway, which is just below the earth one. We have what's that one? Causal worker. And the soul star. This one here, just above the heart, this is your higher heart one. Some people like to include this one as well as your main 7. I think it's called your thalamus. But we're going to stick with the main 7 and the earth one, okay? So, as I said last night, I won't refer to last night for anybody that didn't see it. So, if you're on your own, what you want to do is you need a crystal for each of the chakra points. Now, most people will choose a crystal of each colour, so red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, or clear quartz for the crown. So you need a crystal of each colour to represent chakras. It doesn't necessarily have to be the exact colour. You can also choose a crystal that works with that chakra. For example, yellow, I sometimes choose tiger's eye for yellow for the solar plexus, because of the properties of that crystal. So sometimes you need to look at the actual properties of the crystal as well. But there are many, as you know, there are so many crystals out there that they've all got amazing properties. Anyway, you can simply just pick up red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet crystals, and they will all work. So if you're on your own, lay yourself on a bed, get yourself nice and comfy, as flat as possible, because we're going to place the crystals upon ourselves. You want a light blanket, because you're going to get nice and relaxed and your temperature will drop, so you don't want to be getting too cold, but you don't want to be red hot under a quilt. So just a nice fleece or throat, something like that. Place the earth crystal, which for this set I've chosen Petrified Wood. I will post a picture on the Facebook page, and I'll make sure you see the crystals. Anyway, so Petrified Wood is literally as it sounds. It is wood that over time has crystallized. It's beautiful. It looks like a very pale tiger's eye. It's absolutely beautiful. And that relates wood, earth. So place that between your feet. Just pop it on the bed. Obviously you can't, it'd be difficult to rest it on your feet, so just pop it between your feet on the bed. And then what I want you to do is lay a crystal on each of the chakra points up your body. If you find it difficult to keep them in place, which having a blanket on yourself will actually make it easier, because they'll sit on the blanket much easier than sliding off between your legs or one thing and another. So place the corresponding crystals on your chakra points. If you find the one on your third eye slides off, just place it at the side of your head. It's okay, on the pillow or on the bed. And obviously the one for your crown, you can't put it on the top of your head, so just put it at the side of your head. It's perfectly fine. Now obviously if you've got somebody who works with crystals like myself, that you know, it's a really good idea to ask them to go over your chakras first with a pendulum, because the pendulum will be able to check if your chakras are unbalanced. And simply all they need to do is hold the pendulum over each of your chakras, and if your chakra's balanced, the pendulum will swing in a clockwise motion, indicating that that chakra is nice and balanced, because that's what your chakra should do. It should spin in a nice clockwise motion, nice and even. Obviously if it's not balanced, it either won't spin or it'll do something completely different. Okay, so I'm gonna, before we move on, I'm going to tell you what each of them represent, and then ow, sticky out the branch, sorry, and then I'll tell you how to work with them. Okay, so your base or root chakra, which is the red colour, the location of that is the perineum, or base of the spine, so that's right in between. Okay, and that governs the kidneys, adrenals, pelvis, hips, knees, feet, lower back and bowels. Well, I know that my base chakra is out of balance. You can actually see it on my aura picture, and that is where I get most of my issues, all those areas. Now, when it's balanced, you will have abundance, prosperity, you'll have trust in life, you'll be stable and secure, relaxed, generous, optimistic, you'll have physical and mental flexibility and a sense of purpose. When it's unbalanced, you'll have issues with addiction to security, rigid boundaries, hoarding, pessimism, waste, fear of the future, instability, escapism, under or overweight, low energy levels. And the physical signs of that can be constipation, piles, varicose veins, lower back pain, sciatica, anemia, impotence and infertility. Obviously these are not all, you know, it's not to say that you're going to have each and every one of these. These are just examples, okay? So some exercises that you can do to help bring your base chakra back into balance. So I've just got little bits fluzzing around me. So, walking meditation. Within the soles of our feet are minor chakras. They function the same as the 7 major chakras by exchanging energy. Walk barefoot on the earth very slowly. on grass, leaves, stones, mud and sand. Walk for a while with your eyes closed, exploring with each step the path in front of you. Also imagine roots just like, so grounding, sorry, I should have read that first. So grounding yourself basically, which we already know how to do that. I've already taught you through that. So that's your base one. The next one is your sacral, which is orange. This is between your genitals and your navel, so like I said, sort of between your hips. And this one governs your genitals, your reproductive organs, your bladder and your prostate. 1 second. Hey, Tweety bird. So when this is balanced, we can be creative, have good self-esteem, be receptive, sensual, have good sexual health, emotional balance and vitality. When it's unbalanced, people can be manipulative, jealous, sex addiction, poor boundaries, emotional immaturity, victim consciousness, blocked creativity, feeling unloved, resentful and angry. The physical signs are uterine problems, fibroids, disease of the large intestine, frigidity and impotence. So some exercises for this are rotation of the pelvis. Stand with your hands on your pelvis and your legs shoulder width apart. Slowly roll your pelvis to the front and then to the back, then to the left and the right. Now roll your pelvis all the way around to make one circular movement, moving only your pelvis and nothing else. Try do this for a few minutes. Take a glass of water and begin to drink it slowly. Imagine it is clearing all impurities away. Feel the freshness in your mouth, throat, stomach and abdomen. Imagine all impurities being released when you go to the toilet. Now, speaking of water, it's been found that water has memory. There's a lot of scientific research being done on this. It may sound silly, but it does. And if you simply sit, when you get your water from the tap, if you simply say thank you to the water, or something nice to the water will be better for you than just saying nothing. Okay. Right, so the next one, your solar plexus. This is yellow. This is between the diaphragm and the stomach, so right here. And this one governs the spleen, liver, stomach, pancreas and gallbladder. So when this is balanced, we have a strong sense of identity, outgoing, cheerful, sunny vitality, healthy self-respect, willpower, spontaneous and self-belief. When it's unbalanced, we have a need to dominate others. We can be judgmental, critical, aggressive, blaming, defensive, weak-willed, fearful, hypersensitive, easily swayed, perfectionist tendencies. The physical signs of this being imbalanced are digestive disorders, diabetes, gallstones, exhaustion, depression and eating disorders. So some exercises to rebalance this are breathing in judgment, breathing out acceptance. Begin by sitting and looking at the situation you find yourself at issue with. As you breathe in, take back all the judgments you have made. As you breathe out, exhale acceptance of the situation. Repeat this process until you feel a sense of gratitude with yourself. That's quite an easy one there, isn't it? I think we should do that more often anyway. Self-love. It's a good one. So the heart chakra. I always choose green. Now you would automatically think the heart chakra would be pink for love. Now you can choose pink, some people do choose pink. Some sets that you'll buy for chakras, they will have a pink stone in, usually rose quartz. It's down to you, it's down to what you connect with. If you're choosing your own stones, it is down to you. Personally, when I choose the crystals, I go on the properties of the crystal. And for this kit I chose green aventurine. Anyway, so green or pink, it's obviously the centre of the chest and it governs the heart, the lungs and the thymus, which is just up here. So when it's balanced, you're compassionate, empathic, humanitarian, friendly, healthy relationships, internal balance, in touch with one's own feelings. When it's unbalanced, we have codependency, demanding, possessive, conditional love for others, loneliness, bitterness and afraid of getting hurt. Physical signs can be heart problems, asthma, circulatory problems and lung disease. So exercises that we can do for this: stand with your feet apart and knees slightly bent. Form a V angle with your hands pointing downwards. Palm inwards and fingers touching at the base chakra. Draw your arms fully upwards and outwards and separate your hands until fully extended above your head. State in mind, earth to spirit. Hello baby bird. Hello baby rabbit. Hello baby. Sorry. Where we're at. Now bring your fingers back together with palms facing each other above your head and draw your arms downwards and outwards, stating spirit to earth. Repeat the exercise until you feel connected. So these that I'm reading out are actually the guidance sheets that we got from the course last year. So I always do amazing course notes. Throat chakra, blue. So this is your communication. Location, throat, obviously. So it governs the vocal cords, throat, neck, mouth, jaw, ears and thyroid. So when it's balanced, we have clear communication, speaking our truth and freedom of expression. When it's imbalanced, we have excessive talking, inability to listen, fear of speaking, stuttering, frustration, inability to express feelings. Physical signs of it being imbalanced are sore throats, general throat problems, swollen glands, mouth ulcers, jaw problems and thyroid disease. Exercises that we can do for this is head rotation. Rotate your head slowly. You may feel pain or tightness. Stop and massage the area, then resume your movements, expressing in tones. Toning is a way to harmonise energy. Find a solitary place and simply allow the tones you make reflect how you feel. For example, if you feel angry, make angry tones. Slowly you will find the tones change and become more harmonious. Negative, restless energy will be replaced by a positive sense of peace. Brow, or third eye. So the colour for this is indigo, which is like a dark blue. This is obviously your forehead. Some, like I say, some say middle of your eyebrow. Some would place it a little bit further up. And this governs the pituitary gland. Sorry, not pituitary, pineal gland. And it's your vision and thoughts. So when it's balanced, we have good psychic perception, clear vision, mental stability, imagination, accurate interpretation, wisdom, psychic and clairvoyant abilities, powers of visualization. When it's imbalanced, we can have delusions, poor memory, paranoia, egomania, psychiatric disorders, nightmares and hallucinations. Physical signs, eyesight and sinus disorders, headaches and migraines. I think mine's a bit out of whack then, isn't it? Exercises, etheric gazing. Take a partner and sit opposite each other. Relax and simply concentrate on looking at their third eye. Allow any shifts, images, visions or insights to come and go. Share what you see with them. Now obviously if you haven't got a partner, that's going to prove difficult. What I would suggest in that case is maybe sit with a mirror. Try it with a mirror and just relax and stare into your own third eye. Try that. Or if you've got a really good friend that you trust, that you could maybe try it with. I mean, if none of your sort of like personal friends are into this kind of thing, because other than Andy and Becky, not many of mine are. Not the ones that I've grown up with anyway. So without Andy and Becky, who I can physically touch, I haven't actually got any. Well, my mum now. Yeah, doing something like that would be difficult for me. So the only other option, if you've found somebody online, on Facebook, on YouTube, who you've become good friends with, which I've developed some really good friendships online, you know who you are. Maybe you could do like a video chat with somebody and do it that way. So crown chakra. Now you've got a couple of colours for this one. Violet, it's not, I always go violet, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, colours of the rainbow. Or white, or some people it would even say gold. And that's the crown of your head. Now this also says it governs the pineal gland and the nervous system. When it's balanced, we have good wisdom, knowledge, consciousness, spiritual connection and peace. When it's unbalanced, we have confusion, spiritual addiction, lack of faith, skepticism, over-intellectualism, chronic exhaustion. Physical signs, migraines, depression, diseases of the nervous system, fits and epilepsy. Oh heck, I think my crown chakra's out of balance as well. Oh heck. Oh, I think I'm very out of balance. I think I need to work on my chakras, people. So, exercises for this. Sit in a comfortable position with your back straight. Relax your hands and place them on your lap. Breathe in and visualize a stream of rainbow colours flowing through you down from your crown. Starting with your base chakra, exhale with your mouth in 4 bursts. Breathe in again and now concentrating on your sacral chakra, exhale in 6 bursts. Nice deep breath in again, now focusing on your solar plexus, exhale in 10 bursts. Breathe in again, focus on your Heart Chakra, exhale in 12 bursts. If these numbers are too big for you, stick with 4. Breathe in, focus on your throat chakra, exhale in 16 bursts. Breathe in again, focus on your brow chakra, and focus on your brow and crown chakras together, exhale in 2 bursts. Repeat the whole exercise 3 times. This will help balance physical and mental energy, strengthen nervous system, aid memory and eliminate toxins. The only side effect is that you can over-oxygenate, in which case you should lie down and try the exercise the following day. Now, if the exhalation is too difficult in those numbers, stick with 4 and then build up. I'll repeat those numbers again. Starting with your base chakra, exhale with your mouth in 4 bursts. Breathe in again, concentrating on your sacral chakra, exhale in 6 bursts. Nice deep breath in again. Now focus on your solar plexus, exhale in 10 bursts. When it's saying bursts, I don't know if they mean or for a count of 10. When I do my meditative breathing, as you know, when I've done this with you before, I breathe in through my nose and out through my mouth, and I breathe in for a certain number and out for a certain number. Now, there's lots of debate as to how many you should breathe in for and how many you should breathe out for. And some say that you should breathe out for longer than you breathe in to oxygenate your body, because obviously you're getting rid of the carbon dioxide. It is difficult to master. I do it when I'm on my own. I've never done it when I've done something for you guys, because I don't want to trigger any sort of medical reaction and, you know, be responsible for anything going wrong with you. That's something that you would need to learn for yourselves. So you'd need to build that up on your own, in your own time, and just go steady with it. So your sacral is 6 bursts, your solar plex is 10 bursts, your heart chakra is 12 bursts, your throat chakra is 16, your brow and your crown together is 2 bursts, and do it 3 times. Okay? So that's those chakras. Now, I'll go back to what I was saying about the meditation now. So you're laid on your bed, you're nice and relaxed, you've got your blanket over you, and you've placed your crystals on your chakras and your petrified wood, or you can use black tourmaline. Black tourmaline's really good for grounding, which obviously that's in the grounding kit, between your feet. And I am going to record a meditation for you as well. But if you've already got a meditation that you use, that's absolutely fine. But pardon me, I will record one. What you're going to do is, starting at your base chakra, you're going to just take a few moments to concentrate on each chakra and just see how each one feels. And with the energy from each of the crystals, you should be able to tell how each one is feeling. And you need to still your mind a little. It's very hard to still your mind properly, and I'm not saying that, you know, everybody's going to be able to do that. When you're meditating, things will pop into your head. Don't get annoyed, don't get frustrated if that happens. Just let them pop in and just let them pop out again, and then come back to your breathing. Let your breathing be the focus. Keep that count going when you're doing your breathing, and that will help you keep your mind clear, or as clear as possible. Okay? And, you know, just, we're going to clear away the thoughts of the day, and we're not going to worry about, you know, what bills got to be paid, or what time we have to be up in the morning, or what's going to happen at work tomorrow, or the fact that we've got to wear masks from today and all that malarkey. We're not worrying about that. We're thinking about, we're concentrating on us for this next 20 minutes, half an hour. That's all we're thinking about, okay? So we're going to take just 5 minutes or so just to go over each of the chakras and just really think about how they feel. And then when we've done that, we're going to start with the base chakra, and we're going to imagine a ball. We're going to get that ball spinning, a red ball. Get that ball spinning in a clockwise motion. Okay? And we're going to allow that ball to fill our whole body. Imagine our whole body becoming red. Okay? And once we feel that nice flow of energy filling our body, we're going to move to the sacral, and we're going to get a nice orange ball doing the same. Nice orange ball spinning in a clockwise motion, filling our whole body with a beautiful flow of orange energy, so on and so forth, until we've worked our way up the whole chakra system, until we have a beautiful rainbow of energy flowing in a clockwise motion. Okay, it's really simple, really easy to do, and you don't have to do it every day. Once a week, once every couple of weeks, even do it once a month. Now some people might think they don't have time, or, you know, don't have the privacy, and it can be difficult when you've got family, one thing or another. But you have to be strict with yourself, and you have to be strict with them. Just dedicate yourself half an hour and just say to everybody, right, I am having this time, I am having this space, and nobody is to interrupt me. I don't recommend doing it on a morning, especially if you're new to meditation. This kind of meditation is better done on an evening, because when you've balanced your chakras, you need a bit of time to relax. You can meditate on a morning, but the kind of meditation that you do on a morning is different to this kind of meditation. When you do morning meditations, they are they're an awakening meditation. They're a lively meditation to get your body boosted and up and ready for the day. There are different types of meditation that you do to relax your body, to rebalance your body, to put your body ready for sleep, things like that. Healing meditation, or that kind of meditation, should be done when you've got time to relax after. So I don't recommend that they're done on a morning unless you've nowhere else to go afterwards. So yeah, if time and privacy is an issue, you need to set yourself just an hour a week and plan it and make sure everybody else in the house knows. So, you know, Thursday at 8:30, I am going into the bedroom, I am shutting the door, and nobody is to disturb me. I've got a sign on my door. It's, you know, it's a quirky little sign. I can't even remember what's written on it. I think it's, I don't know, witching time or something like that, something silly, I can't remember. And it's just plain white on the back. So every day when I'm not doing anything, I have the white side showing, and then when I'm going to meditate, I turn it round so that my son knows not to come and interrupt me. And that's just how we do it, because there's only me and him in the house. We just like generally tend to walk into each other's room without thinking, you know, because there's only me and him. It's not an issue. We just go in each other's room. But he knows if that sign's turned round, not to disturb me. And you just need to give yourself permission to have that space and that time. And you'll find, even if you don't do the chakra one, even if you do any other type of meditation, you need to give yourself permission to have that time. And another thing I spoke about last night, if you are new to meditation, even if you don't listen to my meditation, the one that I do, go on YouTube and just take a little bit of time to go through all the different people that do the guided meditations. I personally swear by Jason Stevenson. He's an Australian chap, and I find his voice just like silk. I could listen to him for the rest of my life. If I had to listen to one person and nobody else, it would be Jason Stevenson. I listened to a few when I were first wanting to listen to guided meditation, and you've got to connect with the voice. You've got to be able to relax to that voice, because if you can't connect with that voice, you won't relax, and you won't be able to get into that headspace that you need to be in to truly, hello Mrs. Blackbird, you won't be able to truly relax and get to where you need to be, and you'll never fully get the benefit from meditation. So yeah, just spend if you're new to it, or even if you're not new to it and you've been struggling to meditate and you're wondering why, just try a few different ones, and you know, don't necessarily put your headphones on and go to meditate. Just spend a bit of time while you're pottering about doing stuff, just listening to the voices while you're doing your washing up or doing your housework, and eventually, hello baby, you'll find a voice that you think, oh god, yeah. So yeah, so there you go guys. I hope that was helpful for you. Over the next couple of days I will record a meditation for you, and I will post on the Facebook page a picture of the crystal kit. As always, you don't have to get them from me. All the crystals have come from Cairo, so you know that they're trusted, good quality crystals. As always, if you do get them, they'll come with information and guidance. And yeah, have a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend everybody, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.